All right. I'm here with Rachel
Hey.
and Robert.
Baratheon.
We're going to talk some Game of Thrones. I know it's like a really popular show. This is for those that are scared about spoilers, you're going to get spoiled here. So don't watch.
We all read the books.
Yeah,
Because we can read.
yeah. We actually were making fun of Robert because he looks like Davos from the television show, and Davos doesn't know how to read. So, what is your favorite character from the books, and why?
It must be Robert Baratheon, because he's like me, even though he's dead.
He's fat and happy.
Yeah.
Is that exactly why?
Rachel, she made me into that character last year in Valencia. And then Sam from Fanatic, oh, who am I? You're the gay king. And he went really sad.
Your brothers, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, with their brothers.
Yeah. And who's your favorite character?
In the books, I like Daenerys, but in the show, I think Marjorie Tyrell is awesome.
Wasn't she on the Tudors?
I think so.
Why do you like Marjorie on the show more?
For her one line where she's like, I don't want to be a queen. I want to be the queen. And I'm like, yes, that's my kind of bitch. Like, I'm all about that.
And why not Daenerys on the show? You don't like her portrayal?
No, I like her a lot on the show. I just think that Marjorie versus the books is like really interesting. They really made her a different character.
She's a bit more bland in the books.
And what was your reaction when you read the big spoiler crazy parts in Game of Thrones and Storm of Swords?
You mean
Well, we can just talk about it. I mean, everyone's...
We warned them.
Red Wedding, yeah. Same thing as in the show. It was you saw coming from a mile away, but you didn't really know how it's going to end up in a total clusterfuck.
What was your exact... Describe, as you were reading, what you did when you read that part.
I said,
Throw the book?
no, but I said, motherfuckers. The North will never forget this.
Yeah. North remembers, for sure. What about you? How'd you react to it?
Well, when I read the book, there was a whole... Okay, the book is different from the show in that Rob sent his wife away to live with her parents and...
Wow, you really are a Game of Thrones. I'm happy you're so into it. 'Cause
Oh, really?
I love the details of that.
I like how they made it in the show, because it
It's even more shocking.
more impact, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what they did was brilliant because in the books they sent her away and there's all this question of is she pregnant or is she the same girl that
He
was...
forgot about that plot line in the books.
Yeah.
He even acknowledged that. Yeah, right. I forgot about it. Yeah, sent them away, and now they're like gone.
The Onion actually wrote this article about how George R.R. Martin was really surprised when he watched the Red Wedding episode because he just forgot that he wrote that, and it was pretty funny. What do you think? Who do you think's going to be number one at the end of the show?
Who's going to be...
Yeah, at the end of the whole thing, who will be
When the books that are not written yet come out.
Yeah,
you mean?
at the end, who's going to be on the throne at the end?
It's going to be a bleak, frozen landscape, wind whistling, and just one White Walker staring into the camera.
Wow, that is really desolate. Like no hope at all.
No hope.
Okay,
Everybody dies.
Jeez. Okay. What about you?
I don't know. I've been reading a lot of his short stories too, and I feel like there's going to be some great crack in the throne, and they're going to melt it down, and split the Seven Kingdoms, and there's going to be socialism, and I don't know. So we'll see how it goes.
You got to pick someone.
Someone
I want
to
a
sit on the
prediction.
throne?
Yes.
I feel like Daenerys is too obvious. Maybe Arya.
Arya. Okay. She's gonna be like 15 years old.
Yeah.
All the young ones, I think. Arya,
Bran.
and Daenerys, they're going to be the main characters in the last book, I guess. There's something going on there. And there was this comet in the first book in the beginning,
Yes.
which was a portent to things like dragons.
Symbolism,
and
yeah.
What
Do you-
comment was that?
I can't remember. It was a comet, a big red.
Oh, the red comet in the
Yeah,
sky.
right.
Yeah, they stopped talking about that too.
It's just symbolism. Okay. What do you think that he'll be able to get the books out before the show catches up to him?
If he starts eating healthy and lose a bit of weight, because I'm afraid, what if he dies?
Yeah, man, that's scary. If he comes to DreamHack, I really hope that we can cheer the King in the North cheer. You think so?
I most definitely hope so.
That would be so sick. Now that you've seen the show on TV, do you think it portrays female characters well? There's a lot of debate about it.
As a Swede who's very equal, it's the best portrayal of women I ever seen on American TV.
What about you?
I will say, they judge a movie and female characters in it by how much the plot relies on their actions and actually how many interactions like two female characters will have between each other that has nothing to do with a man and that also moves the plot forward. Game of Thrones is
There's a rule
spot
for that.
on. Yeah,
There's
it's
a rule.
awesome.
What's it called? It's like a rule that like if you're in a show or a movie and two female characters have a discussion and it's not about a man, like 80% of U.S. shows and like movies fail that rule. They don't even have one conversation ever in a movie about it.
Unless it's Desperate Housewives.
Well, every conversation they have is about men.
All right, maybe it is. And another thing that I noticed reading about it online is that especially Americans think that there's unnecessary gratuitous nakedness, which I think is completely wrong because it conveys the spirit of the people, depending on how they interact sexually with each other.
You have such a crazy, nice justification for nudity in that show. I mean, I like it.
I'm from Sweden. We like nude.
Yeah, everyone that's in Sweden is just attractive, so it makes sense that you would like nudity. What do you think about it? Too violent? Too much sex?
No, I was really appreciative in the first and second season because not only was there something for the dudes, there was plenty for the ladies going on. And then in this last season, I thought I was going to see Gendry's bits, didn't see none of that. I thought I was, so they really need to bring back the male objectification because that's what makes me feel
they got
totally
that new
fine.
character guy, Dario.
Based off clearly TLO, so good choice.
Who in the book looks like a total clown because he got like orange mustaches and purple beard and pointy hats and whatnot.
Well, Daenerys was 12 in the book, so
I know.
they change it up.
Would have been hard to show that without going to prison, I think, the first season.
George R. R. Martin, that guy is a creepy old man. There's so much stuff in the books, like there's incest, there's like...
Childhood is something invented by
It's life, man, that's life.
American labor laws invented childhood.
And he writes craziness so well.
Yeah.
You read the Theon chapters, he writes it so crazy.
He's a really unsavory person. And it's actually really hard to translate the whole thing with the leak and all that to the screen. Because that shit is fucked up in the books.
Yeah, I cringe so hard at the Theon scenes. I can't watch them. Can you watch them?
Yeah, no problem.
Much nicer. In the show, they're so much nicer than they are in the book. Because in the books, they're really horrible.
The show's pretty bad. I mean, they show the fingernail part and then...
This is sausage?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, but it's just, ugh. So you can watch those, like, you can watch Saw and stuff completely fine?
Listen, between DJ Wheat and I, we have like the most messed up collection of movies that we go back and forth on. I think it's just like, that stuff doesn't faze me anymore. I'm from the old internet, so I've seen it.
Okay, all right. I can't handle torture. I can't watch, like Saw and those kind of movies.
You have such a gentle heart.
I know. I can't watch it.
Those kind of films bore me. Because...
You're like, show me some real death.
I'm from the even older internet.
Of what?
Yeah, but she's...
Punch cards?
Yeah, exactly. No, but I don't go for, splatter movie. I think it's dull.
Okay.
Shock value is, I've been shocked enough during my 45 years, so...
Okay. Do you think that this series will go down as a classic?
Yes.
I don't think it can be any better than the way it is now.
Do you think it's the best fantasy series out there?
No,
Do you
The Wire is better.
The Wire?
Yeah.
No, best fantasy series.
Yes, for sure. Of course.
Is it better than Harry Potter?
Hell yeah. It's like when I spoke to James Bardolph last year in Valencia. If you know who that guy is, the Jackcaster for fighting games. And he said, hey, I want to... This is Game of Thrones. What is it? And I said, it's like Lord of the Rings, but with hairy asses and anal sex. I said, oh, that sounds interesting, man.
That's a nice way to sell it. I could tell my parents that. They'll watch it. What about you? Do you think it's better than Harry Potter?
It's a hard one for me.
Are you a fan? You're a Harry Potter fan?
I was actually just on the top of Harry Potter.
You dress up as Harry Potter characters, don't you?
I date Ron Weasley. Come on.
Oh my God, you do. You dress up as Hermione, right?
Indeed.
Yep, all girls did. It's how it goes. So you have to pick one. Which one would you pick?
Game of Thrones is kind of like a way grown up, more mature, so I like it better now, I think.
Okay, but don't you think that he's getting a little bogged down in the details in the recent books? Taking too long to get things moving?
It's like the plot lines, they just grow like this. So I'm just wondering how we're going to get it back into one.
Bazimak, Mo,
Yeah.
something.
Or
And
like,
those like
ooh,
crazy names.
Or maybe an asteroid, kills a bunch of people, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. But do you think that rank the books from the one you like the most to the one you like the least of all 5?
The last one I read was kind of. It's so much stuff happening, and I think it needs a better editor. I don't know. It's a bit slow paced. The last book.
He might be wandering into George Lucas territory
Yeah.
of like no one's telling him no.
Yeah. Exactly.
One your favorite?
I think the first book, because the first book is really good. It's to the point, and it's really good.
Were you surprised at Eddard's death?
Well, actually, I was more surprised when I watched the show, in a sense, because the whole build-up was more surprising. That's why I think the adaptations of the book that I made are extraordinarily good, really good.
Okay, and what about you? What's your favorite?
I really like the first book just because it really does such a good job of setting the tone and drawing you in. Once I read the first one, I just plowed through the next 4.
I was so sad when they killed the first direwolf.
Yeah, lady.
Yeah, but it's like that's the great part about it. It's you never follow the A1 formula of you see that's the hero, he's not going to die, or
Yeah, exactly.
everything, innocent and good and bad, gets killed without any difference.
Okay.
It's just life, man.
All right. Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't say book 3 because everyone loves book 3 the most.
No, but I like book 1 actually.
Okay. All right. Thank you for having this talk with us. If it didn't end last week, I would invite you all to watch on Sunday night. We'll obtain the show legally, but
No, well, is there another show still left?
no, it's done.
Yeah,
Last week was
right.
the last one.
In Sweden we have something called HBO Nordic, so we get all the shows 24 hours after it's shown in the US.
Really?
Yeah.
And
We don't need to download shit illegally here.
I don't do that. Obviously, I buy HBO legally in the United States on cable.
Pirate Bay is from Sweden. Guess what we do? We used to, but it's more of a hassle to download stuff now.
I'm jealous. Like we have to pay for cable, right?
Yeah,
It's
and we
awful.
can't use any music in our broadcast either. That you can use any pop song, right?
Yeah, we pay a fee to Swedish artist copyright. What do you call it? I don't know the name.
They're so far ahead of us. It sucks. Okay. All right. Thanks for the talk, and we'll after season 4 we'll talk again.
And don't forget, kids, DreamHack Winter is coming.
All right. Thank you.
Brilliant.